Hey there folks, and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot Nsane Trilogy 1. When we last left off, we dealt with Dr. Embryo on to the lab, and basically the rest. But yeah, starting with the lab. Yeah, sometimes I get long on the intro, so I have to like cut a portion every now and then. Yep, onto the labs, which yeah, the labs. Pretty easy level, I gotta say. For you just basically gotta watch the time and stuff when it comes to this one. Then realize that you can use the side flooring to get by things too. Otherwise, the level's not that hard. Some people think. And also, yeah, you gotta like realize the slimes, and there's a bunch of scientists. Oop. And worry about your sensitivity. Oh yeah, and worry about this troll TNT here, because yeah, just to say, there's a troll TNT right here. They're trying to be a dick. Ain't falling for that crap. Not this time. Anyways, off to Tana, because yeah, Tana's pretty easy to get to. It's just the problem is you have this up box you need to get to. Which in order to get up there, you need to use that up box to get to that up box. The problem is, if you don't slip it just enough, you're just gonna hit that box and it breaks it. Sadly. Too bad they're not, you know. But they didn't make them to where they could get bounced on and not get spinned on. But you know. I'm trying to do it. It's like, oh, there we go. Bam. Just like that. For these. Otherwise, a pretty basic bonus level. We just gotta deal with that one thing. I always thank God in the OG one you don't have to like technically go after all the boxes. They're just right there, to be honest. But in this one you have to. Alright, now deal with the scientists. Just beware of getting shocked. So just time it just right and you basically got him. As he falls to his death. You're the slime guy there. Yeah, basically just get to a point and he'll just disappear. Just think of that, because I recall there's a mullet. Which yeah, speaking of mullets, that sucks. Because yeah, if the scientist so happens to just throw a potion, it could just still hit you. You know, he's like a freaking, I would say 90 degree to the right. But anyways, no death on the toll. Pay the toll. Pay the toll. And off we go. And now I just got to deal with this. Yeah, this is the pain button I was mentioning for the slime part. Yeah, get these two ass here and onwards. And more devious, but yeah, you'd think this would be a very tough segment, but when you realize, oh hey, all you need to do is just jump to the left there. About there. As long as you're not touching that. When you realize you just get to the side, this level is like so much easier than people realize. Jump on that, and there we go. Kaboom. Yep, so that basically wraps that for basically, I would say, all the normal levels and such. Yep, so now onto, well, would say the Great Hall, but the Great Hall is a special case that's gonna be later. But for now, it's time for the real level, the DLC level, which Stormy Ascent, which I'm just gonna say in advance, I am technically not gonna count these deaths here because this is a DLC level. And Storm Ascent is definitely one of those cases where you're going to be dying a lot. Because basically, you know Slippery Climb, you know that level, how kind of tough this is? This is like that jacked up besides endurance factors and unnecessary placements of spikes. Because, you know those spikes have been Decker for the castle wall? Well, they're going to be one hell of a threat now. In some cases. And also, timing with these freaking pressure things, which I don't know this is like the same speed as the OGs, because I do wonder what's all different. I haven't ever really hard checked on that, but yeah. So the Storm Ascent is a pain in the butt, and probably the toughest level in terms of Nsane Trilogy Crash. Which is kind of effed up to say this. I think some of the levels in Crash 4 kind of beat this. Do you want to know difficulty spike? Due to some other unnecessary things. Yeah, Stormy Ascent, it's like, this first 3 waves, not bad. You think this is like, you know, pretty normal level at the end of the day. It's just very faster take of slippery climb. No, it ramps out at some point. But the Stormy Ascent at the end of the day is basically the toughest level. I will say, you could technically try this level in the OG Crash through a game chart code. I will note that there is also a bonus room too. There is an embryo bonus room, and you cannot do that in the OG because otherwise it just locks up. Matter of fact, even completing this level in the OG, it locks up, so. Because I believe it's trying to take you to the destination after. And oh yeah, the other thing on top of it, I believe when you do that code of level, while you are warped to that level, you only have like 4 lives of the initial. So, yeah, if you want a real challenge, try that on the OG. But yeah, you basically just gotta watch all the scientists throwing potions and shenanigans while basically getting there. And timing. Timing is a big issue with this level. And considering the other monotonous platformer, and reminder, you don't have like the special slide jump you get later in 2 or double jump. Those features just ain't there. It's arcade style hell. And timing again, because just say I died here a lot. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be jump cutting to the point. Alright, finally got passed through this section here after 3 deaths. Now, there we go. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do it as soon as it just pops up. Now do this. And now wait for a potion. I will note when the potion splatters, it's fine to walk through it. Just I'm kind of stupid right now, not realizing. Just trying to figure out the timing here, because sometimes I'm gonna have to pause and like get my brain to translate, because my brain's a freaking idiot sometimes. Not thinking further out of the box. So say. And there we go. Got rid of him. Come down here. I think you could jump through here. If I do it this way. There we go. But yeah, now down the stairs we go. Usually a pain in the butt section. But yeah. As I say, there's a rock race for this, and to do the goal is a pain in the rear. I would hate to do platinum for this. I might do it one day, I don't know. Think about it. Part challenge play. This Crash 4 ain't giving me that proper challenge. And not because it's too hard, it's too monotonous. Too stupid. Alright, so there's the embryos, so onto the embryo section. Which I hope you like puzzling. Although, I kind of debate like if this is tougher compared to, I believe, the Slippery Climb one, because that was very puzzle based. This is not as crazy, I would say, but you do have to like solve a little bit of box breaking here. And I died horribly. Oh my god. Here comes these bonus levels, but yeah, as the saying goes, don't count them. Just your attack resets. The problem is you lose because technically it should kind of count as a death, but you know. They don't count as a death, they don't count as a death. But yeah, basically you need to jump on this Wampa box and spin at the boxes as you go up and down. The problem is just trying to understand the trajectory and bounce, basically. Okay, break that TNT. Oh, there we go. Bang. There we go. Do that. Do that. Do that. And however, I got that right. I did got that right, however. God. But this is where it gets bad because I just remind myself, oh yeah, that's right. When you bounce on the TNT, you keep bouncing. Because I just realized like, oh no, I just did the thing and kaboom. And thus I die. Yeah, just gonna skip a portion just that way to show what you're supposed to do is that. Also, I kept that one box down there alive. The same around. But yeah, thank God there was no other box up there. Also, I realized that was a steel box. Check out there. Weird. Oh, there is a minecart that rolls about. Okay. Kind of weird. It's like goes on and off about that. And I jump through the birds, and I will say that counts as a checkpoint. So thank God for that. I think this is where the situation starts to get a little bit worse. I think. Yeah, now we're going up, which, oh boy. Oh boy, when you go up to the upper section, this is where it starts skyrocketing a bit, because then time becomes a real issue. Concerning this, these freaking pop-ups are horrendous. Not these ones, I will say, it's the fur ones though. Because let's just say they have a friend. I go up these stairs here. And dead. But yeah, then we divide this. And I go through a series of jumps, which, oh my god, screw these jumps here. Especially those two spike points. Those two spike points suck dealing with. So then we went to 11 deaths afterwards. But yeah, it turns out you need to pause a bit before you can jump over the spike. Which, oh man, I forgot how painful that is. Yep, so now onwards to this section, which, yeah, this section, I feel like an idiot for some of these deaths, I'm just gonna say. And you'll probably see a reason why in a bit here. Yep, so now I go deal with this thing scientist, considering he can go along with his tosses. Been part of football. Those freaking chucks, oh my god. Now this bird, which yeah, this bird time is very important when it comes to this. Because yeah, I did it poorly because it played on me. Dang it. And then there's another death because I forgot that he freaking chucks potions. Right there. Yeah, like, I would say like some of these deaths were to him. Most of it though goes to the fall moments. Yeah, now that I actually timed this just right, because yeah, this wasn't the problem. The next problem is what's next. Because yeah, you need to jump between these platforms when they pop. When they go in and out. Once they go out, that's when to jump to the next one and then jump across that one and then keep going. Because it should flow at that point. Just a pain in the rear because yeah, these series of jumps suck. Because you really gotta have some kind of leverage or something, but there's nothing there. Yep, so now on to the much easier segment. But yeah, you know those series of birds that were doing sideways? Well, now you gotta do a whole series of them now. Luckily, not as bad. Thank God. Now, there is one thing you want to watch out here, is this stinking box here. Make sure you get that. That's right. And then you basically got it. And that's story in Nsane. Not as bad as I feared, but it is still death-inducing because of either my stupidity or just falling to death because of poor timing. That's just the biggest fundamentals when it comes to story in Nsane. Story in Nsane is just that much of a butt. Okay, so now to go get the gems, as they say. So on to Lights Out for the first one. Because yeah, we need to get this last colored gem. Yep, so onwards to this, because I was just rechecking just in case. But yep, back to Lights Out we go, which yeah, I'm just gonna be cutting straight to the gem. And of course, now without paying a toll first, so there's 50 bird death. Let's go leave him though. He's got a line to the right, but sometimes leave him. But anyways, on to the gem spot. Yeah, the gem spot. This is like a really weird gem spot, and technically another gem spot you cannot exploit whatsoever. I don't think in the OG one either. There we go. This one and another one you cannot exploit. Because they're just too elevated away. Some you can exploit in the OG one though. Yep, that's it for Lights Out. Now on to Fumbling in the Dark, which yeah, I really fumbled hard, I must say, about this because I forgot about this level. So yeah, but I guess I am gonna prove something though. If you so happen to have Stormy Ascent's gem for the Great Hall, you don't need to do another level for a gem because you need 26 gems for that, okay? If you so happen to have Stormy Ascent's gem, it counts for the Great Hall, I will say. So something to note, what it did taught me is that. So at least that's the nice part. You get out of it. So yeah, if there's just a level you just so happen you hate, well, you just do that instead. Yeah, but basically, Fumbling in the Dark is basically a harder take of Lights Out and a bit longer too. Yeah, there's one thing you just gotta do, just strategize like hardcore. And not die like me, where I keep slipping a lot every dang time I get the chance to. But yeah, I really fumble hard when it came to this whole, I gotta say, on this. I forgot. It's like, oh my god, I forgot about Fumbling in the Dark. At least I can prove that, oh hey, you can just do the Great Hall without doing one of the levels here. So I guess I got some kind of footage in some way. You know, I still feel like dumb at the end of the day, of course. It's kind of funny, because I think out of all the DLC levels, the only one that didn't got a DLC level, and it's effed up to say this, is Crash 2. But yeah, that's the next one we end up doing, because, I mean, it's the second one after all. Try and deal with these rats, because these rats are a freaking menace, and then fell to my death. That's another number to dead. 55. Yeah, not really adding sound effects, like, because I think I've done enough at this point. So screw it. I said maybe for one, I think. I don't know. What think about it. Yep, I'm going to do victory. Because I freaking forgot about this level. I cannot believe I forgot about this. Of course, I feel so bad too because it's called Fumbling in the Dark and I fumbled. Not surprised, I do that on a freaking regular basis, so. I'm fumbling. And I got hit by that rocker, but luckily I'm right here. Oh yeah, something to know, you don't get like multiple rockers, you only get the one. Which sucks about this level too. Thank God they changed the mechanic later on for the later games, because yeah, the later games don't have this fight up feature, besides a different way about it. Which that would be the fireflies. There we go. The only problem about the fireflies, they don't really technically travel fully with you to a point. So be aware of that. Oh, and dead. That's an arrow PP6. That's the spider. Killed the freaking rats again. Bouncy Lancey. And death. Again. 57. 58. They're going. They're going. Hey, no. Oh, okay, thank God. However, that's kind of bad, because I will say if you get your Rocket that early, that's not good, because I will say time deteriorates. Because I will say Rocket will fade out, but luckily, we're there. Woo! So yeah, it's basically Fumbling in the Dark, a level that I fumbled to go to. There is technically the 27th gym, though. You know, should actually be earlier gym than that, but you know how it goes. Anyways, let's get back to what I was supposed to be doing. Yep, going to Cortex Power once again, which yeah, doing a technically full recording of this for Cortex Power. Because I technically didn't do the pathway right at all. Yeah, here we go, back to Cortex Power. Go with these again. Yeah, since we got the blue gem, we can now do the blue gem section. Guess we gotta get there. And get the checkpoint, which yeah, then I'm starting to realize like, should I go to that left section? I should probably go to that left section. Starting to realize here. You gotta go with Akaku and go crazy. And jump in, slip. Because yeah, slippers took priority there. Who knew? Anyways, let's just go back. But yeah, I'll just get the box later up there. I gotta go Chris up anyway. There was one of the pinstripe mooks. If yeah, this deck is the first time you're supposed to be me and one of the mooks. If you went to the left way. Although I will say I still think just go to the right way because there's not much going on the left way anyways. So yeah, that left way is just kind of pointless. It's basically pointless besides getting by. But you don't need to get by, you need to get the boxes. Don't you know? Things, security bots, that. And deal with this move. Off we go. If time works back this way now. Alright, so now onto that gym path. As we get through here. There we go. Probably should hit that. Yep, there we go. Which that's probably a good thing I did. I'll just say on the answer. Excellent. I'll go Gaku. Steady and goodness. Oop, there. That's a close jump there. Try to bounce on his TNT, but of course, Slipper says hit the box. I swear, the shadow must not be in place just right. It's like a little bit off, I notice. Sometimes. Where you land, it doesn't really dictate right. I'm noticing. Yeah, the hitbox seems to be like a big issue sometimes. Yep, so now back to this way. Let's see if there's any boxes over here, which, yeah, there is. Two of these. And technically that checkpoint box if you didn't hit that checkpoint box. However, I need to go check because I'm a dumb butt. Which luckily I somehow got through there just fine. Jackie bits. Jackie slash Heat bits. And now onto the box of trials. Can I do the box of trials by just slow jumping? No, I cannot. So anyway, 60th death. That's what I get for stupidity. Alright, let's try this again. This time, hold the X button. Don't even bother doing the little jump method. Unless you're that good. And then it's like, you know, F these boxes. Spin them. Just break them. I don't need bumping through at this point. I have so many lives as if. Anyways, there is the technically 19th gem, but I forgot from one dark. So yeah, now on to probably the bigger cuts here, because if I recall, we are going to Boulder Dash. Yeah, Boulder Dash. Okay, and then there's a new level that is Whole Hog. We'll be doing that after Boulder Dash here. And the Boulder Dash here. Yep, it's going straight to the gems at this point. Oh, there's the yummy. What's that? I just get all these boxes down here, which yeah, another area I don't think you can exploit. Again, another G1. Yeah, because like I said, there's a couple colored gem platforms you could actually choose. There's some exploit methods, but ones like these, I don't think you can, because the hazard zone covers it enough where you just can't get around it. Yep, that's Boulder Dash. Fine, complete. Now onto the level that we haven't tried is Whole Hog, which is last of the bonus levels and technically last of the new levels to do. Check one. And that's it. But yep, I'm just gonna say I think I'm still kind of a bit muddy after Stormy Ascent, so I'm probably still gonna die a bit here and there. There is a 61st death, and that's not, I forgot the pattern when it comes to this hog run here, this one specifically. I know the other one, I don't know much about this one. It's just a special level. Got 61 deaths, that really kind of sucks on my track record, because like I said, I was kind of hoping maybe 50 deaths, nope, still kind of not. But then again, I technically didn't really, I will note, I didn't really like replay the game at all, so, or practice I should say, so, I guess to say that's how kind of rusty I am. I'm that rusty. trying to try and get through this. Try not mess up so many times. Okay, there we go. Got right. 63rd death evolution. Yeah, very good. So that's Whole Hog, which yeah, basically just a short bonus level. I don't even know why they have that one, but alright, whatever. Anyways, up to the road to nowhere, time to pay the toll. As the saying goes, because yeah, we weren't able to do this one because we need the red gem platform for this. Because yeah, I will say that red one's gonna be notorious, because if I recall, he's used a lot. There's your 64th death though, however. And your 65th. So yeah, of course I jumped right in the gap of it. Okay, some cases you can count that was technically my death, but there's cases I count the slippage that death too. That saying goes. Now to solve this weird puzzle, because I gotta say, for of all the bonus gym platforms, this is the weirdest one to me. Because it's just basically a puzzle. You have to basically solve how to go about in this. Oh, don't worry about the TNT block there, it'll blow up eventually. Basically just jump on the box, jump on this. And then you just see a stack of extra that, and I go, oh boy, I definitely needed that. There we go. And yep, the TNT spawned there, so you just pull up the TNT. There we go. That's basically done with that section. Now I will note, if you die at this point, you will have to do that gym section again. Oh, look at that. However, we're not technically done because there's 2 gym sections. Yeah, in some levels there's 2 gym sections for some reason. I don't even know why. However, I died though because I thought this had 2 planks here. No, it has 1 plank at the starts of the bridge area here. So just to say, it really fools you. Is there? Okay, yeah, it shows 1 through. Okay, maybe. Okay, I guess that's a way to tell. To be honest, so I always kind of figure out. I was like, wait, was that actually my fault on that, or was that their fault? I would say kind of my fault on that one. I'll take that one. I'll take the L. Yeah, there's the 22nd gym. Technically. Here's the Temper Ruins. Oh wait, no, Temper Ruins is done. One time. I'm going to Native Fortress, cause yeah, that's right. Speaking of the red gem, we're going there. Love it. For a reason to say, because we need to go to the heavens above. Don't you know? Up to the world of the sky, because apparently clouds are not transparent. You can not just walk up them. I don't really know. I don't know. Hallucinations, I guess. Did the bridge level not let us? Where am I? This is kind of weird, but it is also kind of cool because you have to see the whole landscape and stuff. And I will note, you probably notice there's like gem spots here and there, or the portal spots moved around and stuff. Because in the OG, you would have to go back down there to that gem spot to get out of the section. So I will say you can fall to your death still in that section. Within that segment, basically. So beware about that. Yeah, it's just a really weird bonus section, I guess. And that's it. Where's the victory? I think I recorded the rest because I think this is basically just endpoint anyway. Trying to realize it. Oh yeah, it's it. Like all these. Yeah, I think this is an endpoint here. Yeah, use the boxes at this point. You're going up to the sky again. we go. And that's Nsane Fortress all done. Now on to, I believe, Ruin Stones. Yep. Yeah, both of the Ruin levels, I believe. I believe Rolling Stones is a reference to the one band, too. I believe. Yeah, now onto the blue gem, because yeah, the blue gem's used for this, so. You get the great reveal. Oh my god, Cortex is behind this. Or influenced one way. I don't know what to say. Anyways, perhaps I should jump over to the cow. Ah, dang it. Yep, so that's 67. But yeah, that means every time I die at this point, I have to go back down here and get the boxes. It really seems monotonous. Although I will say, yeah, I do like the OG pictures of Cortex in the OG version because they are more, I don't know, more crazier looking for this. This is just, oh yeah, you just stick the Cortex 3 icon to it. So I will say that it looks totally different. And thus I got killed by a skunk. Oh boy, here's a 69 death for everyone who enjoys. Get a gummy worm. Anyways, there's the 23rd gym. Now on to the next one. I'll take the 24th. And onto the upstream. Yeah, I'm just checking around just in case. Yeah, am I forgetting someone? Pumpkin Dark's just over there. No! No, you're not forgetting anybody at all! Anyways, onto the upstream. But yeah, I accidentally did cut a portion that I shouldn't have cut it, but just to say there was a white gem section before this white gem section here that was like underneath a log that you go up. Basically just has one box. That's really about it though. I'll have to do a hassle just getting that back. Anyways, there's the City of Death. We're not ending on 69 there, guys. Sorry to tell you. I am just a deaf apocalypse kind of guy. My crash needs to die. By my hands. Because slippage is a beat. You know. Anyways, trying to go across here, about to die horribly again. And timing. There we go. There's the 25th. It's gonna be fun saying it. I was like, wait, it says 24th. Yeah, I did Film in the Dark. It's where. Hit the key. Alright. Anyways, I'll through the Great Gate, I believe. But yeah, can't get this box, so plant your mind just thank you. Anyway, 71st death. I die. Alright, this crash is useless for me. There's one thing I'll take out, I'll crash for Embryo the Mop. Embryo the Mop. There we go. And we go to a special section of the yellow game. But yeah, I will say, I think done a portion wrong if I recall. Once we get to it. Gotta make sure I do get to it. It's your death. Ah, dang it. That'd be number 72. I believe. Yep, 72. Like, where's the popper? There it is. So 72 deaths so far. We're almost there. Yeah, I think this is like the last long section, and then after that, it's back to the jungle rollers, which is not gonna be hard at all. I mean, it's just in the midst of the level. So that was a game demo disc gem. So I gotta remind myself that really teased the heck out of you because you were able to just do that section, no problems. Back then, and then you realize, oh yeah, now you need to get the green gem wherever that's at. If I recall, I don't think they show you where exactly the color gems were at in the OG either. That you had to figure out. Which I will say, I've done this portion wrong. What you need to do is break that up box and break the regular box to jump good enough to reach that log, so you can get over that log to basically go in. However, I did it wrong though, so we're gonna have to do the actual way about it, or not the actual way, but the tough way about it. Which I gotta admit, that is actually a good troll method. That's not a terrible troll method. Not putting a freaking TNT in surrounded boxes. Not a terrible method. It's a good kind of method where, oh hey, you could do it this way, or you could do it this way. Very unique on that in regards, which whoever did that did a pretty good job there. That's where it's good troll design. Effed up enough. I know my different taste on that. Oops. Almost jumped out of it. There it is. Now jump to the high heavens once again. And get this gem here, which if I recall, the portal was like right there in the OG too. I think. Yep, so now we just needed to get technically one more gem and we basically got the game done. The game complete at that point. Besides, technically getting fumbling in the dark in the midst of it, but you know. I'm just gonna repeat what you said. Anyways, off to Jungle Rollers, which basically just this midsection. That's really just it for the green gem. Which yeah, I think the green gem was also used for the extra life portion too. Which I wonder that's like if you just want to beat the game, do you want to get the green gem for speedrun's case? If you're just beating the game. That's one case I always wonder about that. Yeah, busy after that, just get the gem and here we go. I'm gonna re-show the Tana section because I already showed that. Why not save a trip, you know? However, now on to deal with Dr. Neocortex, because yeah, you're at the blimp somehow. I don't even know what happened in between the scenes of the Great Hall and Dr. Neocortex, but this happens. Yeah. So, yeah, now on to the fight with Dr. Neocortex. But yeah, he's kind of technically easy at this point. If you basically completed this game, you basically will have the skills to deal with this guy. The madman that is Cortex. If there's anything you gotta spin when you see the green beams. If you see purple or blues, avoid them. I will note the blue electro beams he shoots there are different. Oop, there we go. I think I need to get 3 of those. Cause yeah, I will say it goes. It's kind of weird. It goes up 3 and then goes down. It's very funny. Making a pretty good, okay boss fight at the end though. I hate to say this, probably technically the best boss fight too. See how crazy this gets. Okay, I have Aku Aku, so I can take a hit. That's where I took a hit. Okay. Then you just hit him twice and then... Bye, Cortex! So ends him. And so that is technically Crash Bandicoot 1. However, I am not going to be playing these credits here. Nor this is technically not really the end of Crash 1. Because we still got that alternative way, you see. Because getting all those gems, we can now do the Great Hall. I say all gems loosely, because one with Stormy Ascent, not Fumbling in the Dark, but either way, it works. I'm surprised it does, to be honest. Because I was thinking, it's like, maybe I get here, there's a gem that's just not there. It's like, oh, I'm missing a gem. What gem am I missing to realize I'd be Fumbling in the Dark? That would be the funny case, but nope. Instead, I kind of... It works with Stormy Ascent. It's very weird. But basically, that is basically just Crash 1 in a nutshell. Now for technically the best scene at Crash 1. I freaking love that scene so much. So good. Papa sold the ruins of Castle Cortex to a resort developer who then used the proceeds to open a big tall shop on the island. I gotta make sure we keep stay fast about that. After intense therapy and 8 years of higher education, Dr. Ryu went on to write a well-received book, Through the Eye of the Vortex, a study of rapid evolution and its consequences. Qualcomm moved to Hollywood and landed a motion picture deal with Universal Proportions. Currently, he's working with a speech therapist to improve his diction. Pinstripe moved to Chicago, where he now operates a city-wide sanitation company. He is saving money for his upcoming gubernatorial campaign. After the disappearance of his mentor, Dr. Nitrous Brio discovered his first love, tending bar. The world has heard nothing more of Cortex since Crash foiled his plans, but evil geniuses are harder to squash than cockroaches. I mean, yeah, there's sequels, so you know. But yeah, that is basically the alternative ending to Crash 1, a non-canonical, well, I say somewhat non-canonical ending. But yeah, that's basically Crash 1 in a nutshell, people. So that basically ends that the journey of Crash 1. Tune in next time when I see you guys for Crash 2. And as you can see, I had to go to Fumbling in the Dark to go do Fumbling in the Dark real quick. It's like, oh my god, I forgot about that. So boy, did I fumble at the end. But it was fun to come back to this game and have fun and re-edit and stuff. So yeah, see you guys next time for Crash 2 and stuff. Because we are not done with this journey in one bit, technically. Until then, people, take care and hope you enjoyed what you watched.